AITAH for lying to my partner about having kids and laughing about it. I recently became engaged to my partner. We met on a dating app 3 years ago and hit it off right from the start. 5 years ago, I had my fallopian tubes removed. I've known I don't want to give birth since I was 15 years old, and I've never changed my mind. On my dating profile, it explicitly stated word for word, child-free and infertile. At the beginning of our relationship, he regularly referenced other things I put in my profile, so I assumed he had read that part. Kids never really came up in other conversations. But the other night, he mentioned that I should consider stopping my birth control now that we are engaged, so we could start trying for a baby given our ages. I honestly thought he was joking and laughed. He got frustrated, asked me why I thought it was funny, and I reminded him that the second line of my dating profile said I was infertile. He was shocked and called me a liar. I happened to find an old screenshot of my profile to show him. I told him there was no chance of me getting pregnant naturally, and that I didn't want to put my body through complex medical treatments. He stormed out of the house. Shortly after, his mom called me crying, saying I had ruined her son's life, and his sister sent me a long text message calling me a monster. To be honest, his family never liked me. A cousin once confessed it was because I'm an independent career woman in a male-dominated field. I make more money than he does, and we split the household chores 50-50. They claim I stole years of his life by lying about my fertility. He asked for space when he left, so I haven't reached out, but given his family's reaction, I'm starting to doubt everything. Was I the asshole for how I handled the situation? Update. My fiancé came home this morning. I asked him if he wanted to talk, and he said there was nothing left to talk about. When I asked if he wanted the ring back, he got furious. He started yelling that I was just giving up on the relationship without even trying to discuss it. I reminded him that he had just refused to talk, to which he responded that he didn't think I would go all crazy over a simple disagreement. This was a huge wake-up call for me. I asked him why he had never brought up kids before, and he admitted he didn't because he knew I would get weird about it. I repeated that I physically cannot and do not want to have children. He claimed his family had nothing to do with this, but when I asked why he told them, he confessed he did it hoping they would talk some sense into me. At that moment, I told him I was ending the relationship and leaving to stay with my dad. As I was packing, I asked him how long he had wanted to be a father. He admitted he had never really thought about it, but now that we were engaged, he had a say in the matter too. I told him again that I am biologically unable to conceive naturally, and he just snapped back that I didn't know what I was talking about. I left after that because I didn't want to agitate him further. When I told my dad everything, he was absolutely furious. Turned out that when my ex spoke to him about proposing, my dad explicitly asked him if he was okay never having kids, mentioning my surgery directly. Back then, my ex told my dad that it would always be my decision. My dad is going to help me move the rest of my things. The only text I've received from my ex said, "You'll regret this." I don't take it as a direct threat, but I'm being cautious just in case. I blocked his family because they added me to a group chat to throw Bible verses at me and tell me I'm a defective woman. I know I should have been more stubborn about discussing this in the past, but this experience taught me that in a healthy relationship, you have to reinforce major life decisions, even if you think you are on the same page. Update. Moving out was relatively easy. I didn't hear from my ex for about a week, until I was called into an unexpected meeting at work. My company is pretty small, so I logged on with the 2 owners. It turned out to be a coaching conversation regarding my use of company resources for personal matters. My ex's sister had found the office phone number and had been calling relentlessly trying to get through to me or my supervisors. The pressure got to me, I burst into tears, and I ended up spilling the whole story to my bosses. Luckily, they're also intentionally child-free and were incredibly supportive and protective of me. With the help of an attorney, I navigated a protective order. The sister did not take this well and tried to sue me for damages along with my ex and their mom. It took a year to actually make it to court, and to no one's surprise, the judge dismissed the case immediately, very displeased by the waste of court resources. Based on the harassment evidence and a notarized statement from my company, the judge granted us a permanent restraining order against all three of them. I have them blocked everywhere and have no idea what is happening in their lives, but they have finally left me alone. I stayed living with my dad to split the bills. He is happy to have the company and my dog absolutely adores him. I haven't been dating at all. Instead, I started taking mixed martial arts classes and just finished a year of ice skating classes. I'm enjoying having more free time and I'm perfectly content being single right now. I know now that there were a lot of red flags I let slide with him and his family that should have been deal breakers from the start, so I'm learning to trust my own judgment again. For now, I'm in no hurry.